Hello and welcome back to Let's Speedrun The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX No Save and Quit. I'm your host Zorlax7, and in this episode we'll go over Dungeon 7. Alright, so we enter the dungeon, pause to cancel the text, and we want hookshot and boots. And then you're just going to dash right here, take damage here. In this room your goal is to kill both these likes and grab the key. RNG does play a big role in how you do this room, but the room should look like that. Side note that you can pick up the key in air with your hookshot, so if at all possible you want to like line up here and then grab it as it's falling down. So maybe another demonstration of that if I can do it. Look like that. Getting a good room here is hard. This guy gets in the way often, so you're just gonna have to. It's gonna take a lot of practice to get used to the different RNGs in this room. Maybe one more just for good measure, because like this is a pretty bad room. But there you go. Then we're going to dash up here. We're going to hold up and right and dash when we get to this room, or when we climb up the stairs here, because that'll just give us a nice wall clip. Dash, and while dashing, get your bracelet and feather out. And in version 1.0, if you just grab the block or the paddle here without moving, the blocks freeze in place. Also, if you pull back for like a frame or two, the blocks will retract. So if the blocks are retracted, you can grab the ball while jumping, like this. So you kind of just roll from feather to bracelet. Here, roll the buttons. And these, you can walk right through these. If, let's see. I need to demonstrate right the other possibility. If the blocks are kind of like that, you do not want to jump grab and land off the ledge, because you can easily get yourself stuck here. You can soft lock the game. So if that's the case, if the blocks don't retract at all, just grab it without jumping and make your way through here. You have to throw the ball at this pillar. So you want to walk into this room, get a little bit south, and walk and throw right there. If you see this guy start shaking as you're throwing the ball, he's going to jump immediately when the pillar falls down. So just be ready for that, and you don't want to fall into these pits, because then you'll go down to the first floor again. Do the same thing here, kind of jump and grab at the same time. Side note, if the ball ends up like right here, there's like 1 pixel on the screen that you can't pick up the ball again. So, and you can't reset the ball's position. I just found this out recently, so keep that in mind. Very rarely, let me see if I can't really demonstrate it. Sometimes, when you do this room, the ball, like you try to throw the ball down here and it bounces off of like this wall, off of nothing, and it bounces back, and there's nothing you can do about that except for just kind of react and be ready for it. Alright, so we get the ball here, just touch this wall, screen transition down, hold bracelet when you're screen transitioning down. There's a little bit of RNG in where the ball lands vertically, but if you get a position like this, you can just grab the ball while taking damage. For some optimization, if I can demonstrate it, that's poor, but there you go. Throw the ball at that pillar. Same thing, you want to throw the ball at that switch to activate it. Make your way out here, push that up, get a wall clip here. So we're going to do a super jump, and it's kind of complex, so it looks like this. So you throw the ball, walk into the wall, jump while in air, grab your fire rod, do not grab your bow at any point. Then you're going to buffer left, fire rod, and then you're going to press B twice, kind of staggered a little bit. So, and then you throw the ball. If for some reason you don't make it over, or if for some reason you're not able to grab the ball, you can just push this, jump over, and then make your way back. After you grab the ball, make sure I have my menus correct. You want to have feather and bombs here. Jump to the screen transition, equip boots and bombs, and then you will use a bomb glitch to activate that last pillar. That one's always free, you don't need to worry about it. So just make sure you're at the screen transition and when you're unpausing that you're holding down in bombs. So there are two different routes here, or very slight different routes. Some people you'll see do this, and then they'll make their way to the rest of Dungeon 7. I'm not convinced that's any faster. So what I do is I do this, get a sideways block push, so right around here, or maybe not right around there. Sideways block pushing is pretty free. Kind of when Link's hand's in the middle of the two blocks, that should be good. So push this bottom one, because you can only sideways block push down. In this case, you can't sideways block push up. Then we're gonna dash to these rooms here. Try to get a wall clip here if possible, and then you can dodge that 3 of a kind. Dash, and then once you get dash speed, switch to feather and sword, and you can hit that crystal switch most of the time. That's a pretty bad demonstration, but that's okay. If you're at my bomb route and you have 10 bombs here, I think that's what it says. As soon as the game, yeah. Or if you have 9 bombs here, I suggest you don't pick up these spare bombs. But if you need them for whatever reason, if you're under 9, go ahead and pick them up. Then we're gonna do another complex super jump. Looks like that. So this one you have to learn how to do fast, and I don't want to take that damage. So you get a wall clip, down, up, right. You need to do that kind of fast, and then jump immediately as soon as you land, because you don't want to get hit by the BMOS there. That's the only real method that we know right now to get this super jump consistent. So it's just a lot of practice, and just got to make sure you do it correctly every time. There's no other way to put it. Just making sure your movements are very connected and that they're connected and correct. If you at all hesitate, just walk out of the room and reset the room. If for some reason you fall over here, it's not the end of the world. It sucks. But what I recommend is getting your hookshot into this block, or that pot, so you don't get stuck. And then you're going to do a clipless super jump. So you kind of just jump into the wall repeatedly while you jump into the wall, then you hold down as soon as you touch it. And eventually, it takes a while, it takes like a few tries, and then you'll eventually get a super jump. Making sure you don't clink on the P-hat again on your way out or when you're way down. So that's like a really extreme backup strat. That's the only way to get back if you fall over. So after that, we are going to get our fire rod and hookshot. I like to shoot a fire across the gap because sometimes the Goomba walks in the way of your hookshot and slows you down. We make our way up the stairs, climb up this ladder. Clear this text. I'm just going to do some speed up here. Then you just want to hold down and then go back up. The reason we do that is that it cancels the flying animation of the eagle flying off, and it makes the game slightly faster. So you cleared the screen. You're going to stay right here and just shoot left and right with your fire rod. Trying to keep left and right, don't shoot up. Hit the boss 3 times. So if for some reason you fall off while fighting the boss, you have to fight the boss over. So keep that in mind. And then you want to grab the hook shot, the heart piece as it comes down, so you want to move it a little bit to the left. And you know you're far enough left if your fire rod makes a fireball there. You're not far enough left if your fire rod does that. So I'm far enough left. And then I'm gonna grab the heart piece at the lowest point of its descent. So you want to grab it here and not up here because it's slightly faster. And then make your way to the door. This door is a little finicky. You hold up to go through it, I believe, and grab the organ. And that'll be it for Dungeon 7. Next episode we'll go over Dungeon 4, and we'll be on the way to the end of the game. I'll see you guys next time.